And we are now getting you further details of how the Indian Army has slammed the United States over arms supply to Pakistan. The Army has countered this by saying that India is funding Russia war claim that has come in. The Army has struck back, asking who is funding Pakistan. Army posts the news report, that was out during 1971 war, where the report said that US sent arms to Pakistan worth $2 billion. The Indian Army has now slammed the US over supplying arms to Pakistan. This after US has gone on to attack India. The Army has now issued the latest counter, saying that it was Pakistan who was sending arms to it was the United States that was sending arms to Pakistan, and this is very clear as the Army has now posted this news report during the 1971 war. This after US said that India was funding the Russia war. Over this very claim, the Indian Army has now countered United States. Remember, this has always been a point of contention as far as the US is concerned, so much so that you would remember that statement from the Pakistani minister who had said that we have been doing the dirty work for Pakistan for many decades. And now the Indian Army issuing a strong response, giving it back to the United States, particularly posting this news report from during the 1971 war, where the report clearly states that it was the United States that had sent arms to Pakistan that was worth $2 billion at that time. Let me cut across to Shivani Sharma to get details on this response issued by the Indian Army, giving it back to United States.
Suesha, see, this is a post that has come from the Eastern Command of the Indian Army that says and recalls the 1971 war, and it says that this day, that year, the build-up of war. So when it comes to 5th of August, an old article has been shared by the Eastern Command which says that US arms of worth $2 billion shipped to Pakistan since 54. So that is a report which is quite old, but the relevance out here is important, Suesha, because, yesterday night we broke the story how India has given it back to Donald Trump when he was targeting India on India's dealings with Russia. India and Russia remain close defense partners, close diplomatic partners, and United States President Donald Trump has been putting out statements accusing India of the cause of people dying in Ukraine war. So India has given a very befitting response to United States, and on the very next day, this kind of post that has been put out by the Eastern Command is being read as a strong message of India once again that the tie between Pakistan and the United States is also not new. They have been collaborating, and India understands that the Pakistani government has been backed by United States since very long, and this is about the 1971 war when US arms were being shipped to Pakistan. So the whole diplomatic balancing that India is doing is very important to understand out here, and also the nexus between the nations that have been pushing terror into India. That is Pakistan, one of them. India has been in Operation Sindoor against Pakistan. So this message holds a lot of meaning that comes from the Indian Army.
All right, Shivani, many thanks for getting us those details.